Hello, everyone. Here's your weather hazard briefing for Wednesday, August 6th. There'll be some wind around today and especially tomorrow, and there'll also be some thunderstorms around as well. Now, for today and into a chunk of tomorrow morning at least, we're looking more basically at some virga, some gusty winds, maybe a sprinkle. Not really much of the chance of a thunderstorm, but we might see a lightning strike or two around. But that chance of showers and thunderstorms increases going in later in tomorrow night, and into Friday. Now we have that wind kicking up, and with some dry air in place today and maybe to some extent tomorrow, we'll have some pockets of critical to near critical fire weather conditions across the area. Now, temperature wise, you'd think it'd be a lot warmer than it has felt the past few days, and it usually is, but it's going to be even cooler Friday and Saturday. Some places not getting out of the 70s for those afternoon highs. Our weather risk outlook, you'll notice some varying degrees of impact, some risk. A lot of areas we have as moderate to major. That's due to the combination of the wind, the humidity, the amount of dry air in place, the fuels that are in place as well. And pretty much you don't see anything after Friday. Saturday and Sunday looks cooler, at least Saturday, warming up a little bit on Sunday. Not a lot of wind, no thunderstorms in the forecast right now. So the weekend right now, for some folks, and in how you want to base your weather opinion, looking pretty good across our area. Looking at how the rest of the forecast is going now, we're going to skip ahead to this afternoon. A little bit of that virga developing over Lemhi County, especially this afternoon into this evening. Anything showing up that you might, this is basically what you would look at on your, whatever, if you were to look at a radar image on your phone, on your local television station, wherever you would do that. Some of this is there. It's trying to depict rain, showers, or a thunderstorm, but it's nothing reaching the ground. It's that virga that would be occurring, and there could be a few gusts of wind with that. This is overnight into tomorrow morning. We're not expecting any lightning with any of this as well at this point. We really don't see anything developing that's going to be worthy of noting in the weather forecast in terms of actually getting some rain, some thunder. Even tomorrow, the wind forecast is not really strong for anything in terms of outflow thunderstorm winds with that. But we go into tomorrow afternoon, up across the eastern highlands into Lemhi County, southwestern Montana, back to the north of Ontario and McCall. We have some showers and thunderstorms, and that's pretty much where they stay put through the day tomorrow. They'll shift south and eastward as that low moves away. So going into tomorrow night, Friday morning, best chance of thunderstorms will be over the eastern highlands, but it'll be on out of here later in the day on Friday. After that, like I said, not much going on until we get into later on next week. Going back to the rest of our forecast, temperatures today, some more 90s in the forecast. We haven't had a lot of 90s in the forecast in a handful of days, but they'll be back. It's going to be dry out there. Many areas seeing humidity below 15%. Wind gusts, at least briefly this afternoon, this evening, will be pushing above 30 miles an hour once you get north of the Arco Desert, up into portions of the Central Mountains, up along the Montana border. Elsewhere, gusts 20 to 30 miles per hour. Where we're looking at today for critical fire weather conditions, portions of the Central Mountains along the Redwood River Valley, down in the southeast highlands as well. We'll be close, and we probably will exceed very briefly up across the north end of the Snake Plain into portions of the fire weather zones along the Montana border. We'll hit it briefly. Definitely windy in the Central Mountains, but right now, not necessarily seeing the driest of fuels up there to promote some dangerous fire weather conditions. That's for this afternoon and this evening. Going into tonight and tomorrow, temperatures back off a few degrees with that system starting to move in. We'll see stronger winds across the area. The humidity does come up quite a bit. It's still dry in some places. This is not thunderstorm winds. The strongest winds we'll be seeing, maybe with thunderstorm outflow, is 35-ish miles an hour. A few spots we might hit 35 to 40. But if you take the overall wind, it's going to be windy as well with this system coming through. And quite a few areas seeing wind gusts 25 to 35 miles per hour. A few spots, especially our typical more windy spots, the Arco Desert, the north end of the Snake Plain, may be 35 to 40 briefly tomorrow afternoon. and into the evening hours. Now, going into Friday, we do have those colder temperatures, and I say colder relative. Not seeing many 80s on the forecast there for Friday afternoon. And if it's going to be 80, it'll probably be over in the Treasure Valley or down near the Utah border. And temperatures will be pretty chilly in some areas Thursday night and Friday morning. Our typical colder spots will be well below freezing. It looks like it's that time of year, folks. Thunderstorm potential going through Friday. This is the max going into the morning and the afternoon hours. Most of the thunderstorm activity shifts away from the state, but still up along closer to the Montana border, the Wyoming border. A few thunderstorms will be possible throughout the day on Friday. Going into Saturday, we do warm it up just a bit. Still, some places not above 80 degrees. Overnight lows fairly chilly in a lot of our areas for Friday night into Saturday morning, and that trend continues into Sunday. It's not going to warm up very quickly. We don't have high pressure building in. We'll actually be setting the system that's coming through now in the next couple of days. We're going to be on the west side of that. Flow will be out of the north. That doesn't allow us to really to warm up pretty quickly like we should be this time of year. Everyone have a great day, and do stay safe out there, everyone.